a shed update, and I got just basically a variety of things to add to the Ark. And first up is the Fly. I actually bought a wad of toys here recently, which everyone knows I do sell toys on the side, and there's some things I do pick out for collectible purposes. And the Fly here, I picked this up because what's in the works is from Mobius Models is doing the Fly, and I don't know if they actually have a Fly to go with it. So this is one of them like cheap dollar store get a sack of insects, and I thought, man, that's pretty slick. I'll add the Mr. Fly to the Fly once Mobius releases him. And I think they're doing 2 scales. They're doing 1/8, and then where's the big Batgirl? She's down here somewhere. And they're going to do I want to say a 1/6 scale one. So I think she's quarter scale, but 1/6. So anyway, I'll probably add that to it. And plus, you get to see the Fly in the movie, So that's one of them. So I'm adding Mr. Fly to the Ark. I wanted this. This was at a garage sale, and it was really cheap. I mean, I paid hardly nothing for it. But this is a Space Invaders alien vinyl figure, and to me it's I wouldn't say a toy or anything. I'd say more of a vinyl, and I got vinyl kits back here, and plus I played the game, and it's just one of them. It's an oddity, and I think it'd go well in the little movie section here. Kind of classify games as movie memorabilia. But anyway, I thought that would be pretty slick, and you can always repaint it too, and I thought it was just a unique little thing to add to the Ark. Where'd I put Mr. Fly? Gotta remember I laid him there. Again, up next, I do love my junior kits. So I got the blue little stand. Again, 1/20th scale. I know the wheels ain't the best, but you can take for example, car kit wheels, put it on. You got yourself a plain Jane, whatever this type of vehicle is. A Mercedes, it could be even like a modeled off of a prototype. It could be, a whole unique car, and you could have just a base and resculpt what you want and make a new car kit out of it. I just think it's just, I think possibilities are endless in the junior kits, and I got this real cheap because you can hear someone took it out of the box, put it back in, but anyway, it was all there, and I don't care. And that was just a unique, again, trying to get my junior kit collection up to date here in the Ark. I wasn't going to buy it, but it was just too cheap to pass up. This is the GMC pickup with the snowplow. And number one, it's got a plow. That's unique. 2, pickup. I was thinking 2 things. Everyone remembers Mr. Plow from The Simpsons. I always thought about that. And then I thought if you didn't want to use the plow, you could take the truck, put a machine gun in the back. You got yourself a gentle jihadi, gun truck type scenario. Because I figured they used this type of model back in the jihadi land, and I thought that would be unique as well. Of course, I do have 1/20th scale stuff up there, so everything would work out just fine. But anyway, I'm kind of torn. Don't know what I want to do. Mr. Plow from The Simpsons, or a gentle jihadi vehicle, something pretty cool. Anyway, it was cheap, it was open, which I don't care, it's all there. And we're going to add Mr. Plow to the Ark. One thing about Gundam, they came out with this, and I got another one that's on order at the hobby store. Again, I have to have the bears when they come out. So, and this one, top of the list, had a female bear, and you can actually make her female. Or, you can put the bear head on her, make bear costume, or you can have, basically the bear anyway. Almost 2 for 1 kid, but anyway, I had to have that. That was just unique to have. Plus, female, which even just icing on the cake. So I got more adding more bears to the Ark here, and hopefully, and the other one I got coming, it's basically female, but it's in a Gundam suit. So anyway, I'm looking forward to getting that one as well. The Kenworth. Actually, I was so excited when they reissued it, because these kits are getting harder and harder to find. And once I found it, put it on layaway and I bought it, and I thought, yes, this is Big Trouble Little China's truck. And no, it's not, because he did not drive a Kenworth. He drove a Freightliner, and I should have known that. And there's only one kit of the Big Trouble Little China one, and that's Italeri, and I'm going to try to get it if I can. But I'm glad I bought this one too. This is real close to the Smokey and the Bandit truck with the trailer. So it's, I mean, I think his is a 900, this is a 925, so it's pretty close. And I think that's pretty close for government work. So it works out great. I'll have Smokey and the Bandit's truck. And I like to have the trailer go with it, but the trailer is always high dollar. So anyway, we're looking for that, and we will try to get the Big Trouble Little China truck in the art. Up next, this Airfix Quick Build, which is basically Airfix Legos, and I really don't know how to classify this. Technically, it would be a toy since it is a basically building brick, but it's also a model because you're basically building it, you know, from building brick. So it's technically not, and well, the only really commonality is basically plastic in the arc here. So anyway, this was cheap, and I really wanted it because it was different, and a lot of people don't know that they exist. And I basically well, we'll go upstairs in just a minute. Well, we'll go upstairs right now. We'll discuss that in a minute. The Quick Build Airfix, basically they're building bricks, but they build into a solid model, and I think you could actually use these for say you wanted to make a 109 here, just a plain Jane, you needed just a basic shape of it. I think this would be the way to go. Just glue the pieces together, and you'd have a simple unique plane, and then you could rescribe, sculpt, whatever you need to do. But anyway, what I was saying is, where the zombies? McFarlane here. Now he's got a building brick system too, but if you put his stuff together, it makes it look almost like a model kit, and that's kind of basically the same way this is. But McFarlane does it too, and his stuff's consistent scale, basically 32nd. But anyway, I want to add the Airfix Quick Build Legos, which they're not Legos, but we're going to call them that, to the art, and I got to figure out section up here in the airplane section where to put it. So we'll be adding that to the art. I need to get me a little table up here. I think I may do that someday. Anyway, up next, ICM. I wasn't going to buy anything, and Lord and behold, there was they had a bunch of mechanics and people in the 1910 cars and all that, but this one, American Mechanics, and they're all females, 1, 2, 3. So I was like, well, you know, I have to have it since it's 1/24 scale. 1, 2, 3, 3 female mechanics to go with my 1/24 scale Master Box, you know, female series collection. However, I do like their box though. If I can do it with one hand. It's basically single. Well, here, let's go over here. It's basically a box top, and it's in a white mailer. And they're if you ain't seen the ICM kits, I think they've improved over the years. I mean, the detail on it is extremely sharp, and just a very unique model. Plus, you get 3 female kits in a box. So anyway, I'm about to break that or make that fall, so we'll go mess with that later. We're going to add the ICM female mechanics to the ever-growing female shelf, which we like to keep adding to it when we can. So, go down here, one more kit, and we'll call it a day. Up next, we'll be adding the Last Jedi's Resistance A-Wing red variant, and I didn't have the red one, I have the blue one. The blue one I could only find at Target, and then I finally found it everywhere else. You can get it at hobby stores and all this other stuff, online and everything. And here's the blue one. If you notice, the boxes are different. This is actually Revell Germany's, which they got a smaller box, which I actually prefer over the big American style box. But anyway, I had to get this overseas in a shop in the UK. So they sent that to me, and now I have a red one. It's identical to the blue one. It's just painted red and a different box art. But anyway, I really wanted it. Hopefully they'll have a red one in that that style box, so I'll have two. But anyway, the red A-wing is now inside the art, which you know, I like the kit. I know it's 1/144 scale, which that ain't no big deal. I mean, that's just not a problem at all. I mean, it builds up, I think, into a very, very nice model. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. We are adding a red A-wing to the art. We're adding ICM female mechanics. We're adding some up there, the Airfix Legos. We're adding, I want to call it the Smokey and Bandit truck. Mr. Plow, some junior kits, and of course, adding on to the ever-growing teddy bear collection. So that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.